There.
Yeah.
Silly little props we go for, isn't it? So I'm Phil Jackson and I'm the Senior Agent and Negotiator at Storeys. Been with Storeys for around 3.5 years or so now. The high street's quieter than I thought it would be right now. Yeah, can I get a latte and a black Americano to go, please? My role is quite varied. I do quite a few different things. In terms of typically day-to-day, I spend a lot of time going out to appointments to meet people who are considering moving, whether that's they want to move right away or they're thinking of moving at some point in the near future, just to talk through what things they need to consider. I do the video tours for our properties, but talking to camera about what makes a house special, picking out the key characteristics, just really sort of bringing each home to life. And then obviously we want to sell those houses for our clients too, so my negotiation sort of hat comes on then, and I make sure we're going to get the best possible prices for our clients so that they can achieve what they want to do. So from beginning to end of that side of things, before handing on to our sales progression team for the next side of things. Yeah, I find since becoming an estate agent, like, it definitely tunes you into community as a concept more. Despite sort of growing up here and sort of knowing what it's like to live here, you're constantly sort of looking out for what else is going on so you can help advise people in the best possible way. So yeah, I really enjoy sort of switching into the community aspect of what we do. It's really nice when I go to meet people and I can sort of help give them information and advice that they were nervous about getting, and I can try and give them support in that way. But it's particularly satisfying when you're working with a family or an individual who, yeah, is unsure and a bit tentative about a move, and you can provide the support and advice that they need that helps them get to where they want to go. So yeah, my favourite bits are once a sale has got to the end, we've agreed a great price for them, it all goes through on their legal side of things and they get to move to their new property and you've helped them achieve what they set out to do. That's the satisfaction point. Oh, that's hot. One of the other things I've been lucky enough to do is I've occasionally hosted our Northwich and Tarpley podcasts that we do, which sort of we get to speak to local businesses, local charities about the sort of work they do. So that's been really good for understanding other things that are going on in the community and meeting other people as well. It's been a really nice thing, and I'm glad we do it as a company to sort of put a highlight on what goes on in the areas that we're trying to sort of serve with the houses that we sell and all that sort of thing. I guess in terms of the more satisfying bits, it's like I say, it's when you can help somebody get to where they want to go and give them that support to do so. So some of the ones I think back to most were, I had a great client in Cuddington where I went to go and see them and they'd not moved for about 40 years. They'd been in the same house, lovely family home, had lots of great family memories for them, but they'd not moved for a long time. So they kind of needed to understand how the process works and be supported through that. We created some great marketing and we managed to get a great sale for them to a young family who were going to move into it and sort of be at the start of the journey like they were when they first moved to that house, which was a nice sort of touch point. But also in terms of what happened next for them, they were looking, because they were in retirement, they were looking for sort of like a forever home, a final home for them, and we helped them with their onwards move too, helped them get their dream home for a great price, and that felt really satisfying to help somebody who hadn't moved for a long time. That's a lot lower down again. I didn't change the angle on that. One of the things I often do is that once I've been to meet a potential client, to sort of send them some further information to sort of follow up on my meeting with them. I often record a bit of a video about the things we talked about, some of the research I've done sort of following my meeting with them to give them advice, and film me doing it. Hi there, Dawn and Graham. Thank you. Oh, Ian's agreed a sale. That's good. It wasn't something that when you're a child you sort of write down what you want to be when you grow up an estate agent. It's sort of just how it came to pass, really. I was studying at the Royal Northern College of Music in Manchester. I was a classical singer. Nobody ever asks me to sing on camera, do they? No. Not singing on camera. So I started working for the Halle Orchestra in Manchester, on sort of an administration side of things with their youth groups, the youth choir, the youth orchestra, a choral academy, which I helped sort of set up with them and how we were going to run that, and enjoyed sort of the freedom of working in a creative world, but also sort of how to make that work as well. All of that dried up at COVID time. I moved back to the area because I grew up around here, went to school here in Hertford, retrained as an estate agent, I liked the sort of the ethos of the team that I was picking up on from sort of seeing all their work, seeing things on social media. So went along for the interview and sort of started in a sort of more general sort of admin type role, bit of anything here at Storeys. Really quickly grew and evolved. I kept on looking for new avenues within the company in terms of how I could help, and I started doing viewings. I started then going out valuation appointments, negotiations, and now I've been doing it for a couple of years, and it just sort of comes second nature to me. But it's not something I planned out to do. It just sort of came along, and I've enjoyed learning new skills as we go along. It sounds very corny, but we are like a bit of a family. Whether it's a dysfunctional family or a functional family, that's to be decided. I generally go on the functional side because we do manage to achieve some really good work as well. But in terms of how we work in and amongst ourselves, it's quite funny, the dynamics between us all and how we all sort of bounce off each other.
And here you'll see Cheshire's home styling team, Aidan and Vicky, in the wild. It's their natural habitat at the van, getting props and throw cushions to help set up a home for the shoot.
Yeah, we're all a bit of a family who all get on, and we enjoy going out and doing sort of team socials and things like that too. Yeah, I spend a lot of time going out and travelling and going in between appointments and all that sort of thing, but I really enjoy the days where I get to spend more time at the office and be in and amongst the really good energy in the team. Yeah.
Trying not to smile at that one.